Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, sneak peek number 1 is here for the July update, and it is bringing new uniforms for Enchantress and Malekith. The war on Asgard has begun anew, and with that, we got some new power-ups coming in. My guess, tier 3 for Enchantress, because as you can see right beside her there, we got T and a 3, more than likely Malekith. And somebody is going to be sharing an awakened skill. Either they're going to add him to an awakened skill for an existing character like maybe Scourge the Executioner. My guess is they're going to put him together with an existing character. If not Scourge the Executioner, since Scourge already got an awakened skill with other characters, my guess is they're going to combine Malekith and Ulik or Ulik, whatever you want to call him, together. Makes kind of sense. Hopefully he gets a power up with a uniform at some point in the future. But I absolutely love how demonic this outfit looks for Malekith. Truly looks like a dark elf, something out of your worst nightmares, and Enchantress is looking like an absolute baddie. But we got some questions that need answers. I know right away some of you guys are gonna be like, since these are awakened characters, tier 3 characters, they're pretty much useless because we're in the tier 4 meta. Let's not write them off just yet. And also, let's not forget that these days, where there's tier 3s and awakenings, there's a tier 4 lurking in the wings. And with this being an Asgardian update, there's only a couple characters they can choose from, and one of them is Big Daddy Odin. So keep that in mind. If you guys are thinking about pulling the trigger on another tier 4, you might want to hold off and see if Odin gets his tier 4. But anyways, before we talk about that, let's take a look at what they had to say here on the forums, because this intrigues me a little bit because the timing of it all. So July 19th, I'm gonna tell you guys why this is interesting. So it says here, greetings agents, this is CM Fragment of Marvel Future Fight. These two supervillains have returned to challenge Asgard once more. Asgard at war. And it says, check out the new looks and abilities of the leader of the Dark Elves and the charming sorceress. So before we talk about the possibilities of other characters getting uniforms, tier 3s, tier 4s, we have to talk about the timing of this. So it is July 19th. We're in the middle of summer. And last year, exactly at this moment in time, there was a patch that released summer uniforms. Krakoan Summer Storm and Krakoan Summer Iceman. And as of right now, we have no indications of who's going to be getting summer uniforms for 2023. So when I saw these initially, I thought, oh my goodness, there's no way they're going to be giving Enchantress yet another summer uniform. Because in case you guys are not aware, she already has a summer uniform. She was the first character alongside Cable to get a summer uniform. Summer Days Enchantress, because money. Come on, man, look at her. She a baddie. Okay, and she's a premium character, so premium on premium, because females always cost money. You know, it's real life. And in game, it is what it is. So when I saw this initially, I was like, wait a second, they're gonna do what they did with Gwenpool, only worse or better. Who knows? Better for their bottom line, because she's premium, even though you can get her from in dimension missions here. You can get her from this, like right here. If you see, for example, you have a chance whenever you do your missions every day to get their biometrics. It's a very low chance, and you can reroll to increase your chances on a daily basis. But my point is, what we saw with Gwenpool, where Gwenpool got a holiday uniform, like holiday winter uniform, and then she got like a April Fool's uniform, and both of them back to back, and they cost money. Now obviously they were years apart, and the same thing could possibly be happening here for Enchantress. When I saw it, that's what I thought. But when I read the patch notes, nothing here says summer Enchantress, summer Malekith. So fingers crossed that's not the case. But if that's not the case, it means maybe in August we're going to be seeing summer uniforms, and it could be summer uniforms for somebody else. Maybe somebody else that's related to the Asgardians. Maybe a summer uniform for Sif or Valkyrie, or who knows. I have no idea, but I just wanted to point this out because of the timing of it all, and we have yet to see a summer uniform for this year, or the summer uniforms that we get every year. And make no mistake about it, we are definitely going to be getting summer uniforms. We just don't know who they are for yet. Anyways, let's talk about Enchantress. Are you guys excited? The most she's going to be able to do for most people is Alliance Conquest. Let's be real, right? Look at the tags that's on the character. She has the magic ability, that's cool, but at tier 3 there's going to be better tier 4s, like for example Adam Warlock, who's a blast, not female obviously, not supervillain obviously. I don't really see Enchantress being better than Adam Warlock as a DPS. but maybe because of the restrictions, him being a creature and all, maybe she'll end up being better than him somewhere, but I highly doubt it. I'm looking at this and I'm looking at Enchantress's kit, and the only pros I can really come up with for her is her leadership once upon a time was good because you could increase your defense down for World Boss Ultimate, but nobody plays that game mode anymore unless they're like super new to the game. And then besides that, she has damage accumulation even though it's very low, and she has damage immunity. She has a couple different iframes. I think she has 3 iframes. It's been a long time since I used her. I think the second skill is an iframe. Yep, the first skill is an iframe, and if I remember correctly, the 5th skill is also an iframe. Really good looking skills, by the way. And then the 4th skill is a V-pad, which is really cool, and then it drops these like energy blasts on the enemy. So she has a good kit for how long ago it came out, but she definitely needs stuff like damage reduction, iframe ignore. She's gonna need something to make her like, I guess, a support character if they want to really sell this uniform for her, because these days if a character isn't getting tier 4, most people are gonna skip over them. That's just what I'm seeing, unless they do something nice and give her away for free like they're doing right now with Rescue and what is it, Ironheart. Get out of my face, so many freaking pop-ups, bro. Anyways, so over here, as you can see, you can get 5 bios for Rescue and 5 for Ironheart. Maybe some point in the future they'll do something like that for the Asgardians, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Point still stands. I'm interested to see what they do with Enchantress this time around, because when this uniform first came out, it was good because we could use it in World Boss Ultimate. She's gonna get tier 3 this time around, so the new uniform might make her like arguably the strongest tier 3 in the game. Who knows? That's something they could do, right? Always something they could do. Now Malekith is what I'm really interested in seeing, but even he is probably only going to be good for Alliance Conquest. But I'm really curious to see what they do for him because of this passive right here. His passive, his tier 2 passive and his leadership are probably the only good things about him because his uniform is so old. I'm pretty sure this uniform came out within a year of the game launching, so I'm pretty sure this uniform is from 2016, maybe 2017, but definitely at least 5 years old. Most this guy's ever been able to do is clear a Shadowland stage. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use him in World Boss like World Boss Ultimate, nothing, right? So I'm curious to see what they're gonna do for him this time around, because the best he got is just the leadership and the tier 2 passive. His uniform bonus is trash. It's when you get hit, you have a 12% chance to heal 10% of your HP every 7 seconds. They're definitely gonna rebuild this kit from scratch all the way from top to bottom, but I'm really digging how this new version of Malekith looks. So hopefully he's a beast, and hopefully they give him some meta abilities like iframe ignore, damage reduction, penetration, you know, the works, because he definitely is gonna need it. Now I know some of y'all might think I'm tripping for saying that Odin might be the next tier 4, but truthfully speaking, if you look at the fact that we have 4 tier 2 native tier 4s already, granted they were spaced out a little bit better than the last couple, like Adam Warlock and Wolverine coming so close to each other is not what I expected, but at this point I think we should expect the unexpected, and that should be now what we expect. Every update, I'm guessing for every 2 regular tier 4s that we get, so like a Spider-Gwen and Miles Morales, expect to see one of these tier 2 natives get a big power up. And I think Odin makes a lot of sense, not just for me as a fan of Odin or the Asgardians, but for these guys bottom line, because keep in mind that as of right now they sell Odin for money. Back in the day you could get him for free, but now if you want to get Odin you have to actually purchase him from the character shop. Now I can't show you because I already have him, so he doesn't pop up there for me, but you'd have to actually go in here and buy him like you would buy a Mystique, an Emma Frost, a Iceman, a Sabretooth, a Blue Dragon, etc. So not only would they make money off of him getting a new uniform and the tier 4 sales, they'll also get money or crystals, which is just money converted into crystals, from people who never had Odin because he hasn't been relevant for a very long time. Y'all let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. What are you expecting from this Asgardian update? Like I said previously, I expect them to put Malekith and Ulik together. Malekith strikes for him, and I'm pretty sure he strikes for Malekith as well, so it would make sense for these two to be in each other's awakened skill if he's going to be getting an awakened skill.